सत्य या कड़वा सच, एक ऐसी सीरीज जिसमें हम कमेंटवासी आप कमेंटर्स को अपने असली अनफिल्टर्ड ओपिनियंस देंगे अबाउट एनीथिंग एंड एवरीथिंग पॉप कल्चर। आज का कड़वा सच, द रेटिंग सिस्टम इज पॉइंटलेस। लेट्स से आपको एक कोई मूवी देखनी है नहीं या फिर टीवी शो देखना है, तो आपकी यूजुअल प्रोसेस क्या होती है? लेट मी पेंट अ पिक्चर जो मुझे लग रहा है कि आप यूजुअली करोगे। घर पे बैठे बैठे बोर हो चुके हो और नई मूवी देखने की इच्छा हो रही है, आप YouTube खोलते हो और रेकमेंडेड सेक्शन में जो ट्रेलर्स है वो सब देखने लग जाते हो। लेकिन ट्रेलर देख के तो पता नहीं चल रहा कि ये जो मूवी है whether or not it's worth your time, right? So how do you decide whether or not ये पर्टिकुलर मूवी अच्छी है या बुरी है? By googling their reviews and ratings, right? अब मूवी का नाम सर्च करने के बाद आपको रेटिंग्स में IMDb और Rotten Tomatoes जैसे नाम दिख जाएंगे और उनके रेटिंग्स भी दिख जाएंगे। But wait a minute, are these ratings reliable? The short answer, not really. The internet has democratized the world of movies and TV shows and their reviews, resulting in both benefits and drawbacks. On the positive side, a wider range of opinions from diverse backgrounds can now influence the discourse about movies and TV shows. This increased visibility has also brought to light many of those niche movies, जैसे कि 2019 की Parasite या फिर small scale visual spectacle Everything Everywhere All at Once, या फिर घर का ही एक एग्जांपल ले लो RRR, which won Oscar for the best original song this year. तो अच्छी बात हुई ना democratization की वजह से। However, the downside of this democratization has led to the spread of uninformed opinions driven by hype or bias. And usually ऐसे चीजें किसी मूवी और टीवी शो के रिसेप्शन को unfairly influence कर सकते हैं। Let's take the example of the DCEU. माना कि ओरिजिनल DCEU का जो प्लान था उसे जो फैंस है वो बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से सपोर्ट करते थे और अभी भी कर रहे हैं। Remember #restore the Snyderverse या फिर release the Snyder Cut। लेकिन कुछ और भी लोग हैं who are in support of the recent reboot that took place, जहाँ पे James Gunn has now become the head of the direction that DCEU is going to be taking. Unfortunately, इसकी वजह से ना फैन बेस में बहुत बड़ा स्प्लिट बन चुका है। Because on one hand, everybody who used to watch the DCEU really loves Zack Snyder's vision, लेकिन on the other hand अब बस भी हो चुका है बिकॉज जैक स्नाइडर की विजन जो है वो कचरे में डाल के बहुत टाइम हो चुका है वार्नर ब्रदर्स को, एंड जेम्स गन इज प्रोबेबली गुड इन अ सर्टेन सेंस। लेकिन ये जो स्प्लिट है इसकी वजह से फैंस में बहुत ही टॉक्सिसिटी बढ़ी है, क्योंकि पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव सोशल मीडिया पे बहुत सारे ऐसे ओपिनियंस उड़े जा रहे हैं जो टॉक्सिक है बहुत, एंड विच आर बाउंड टू नेगेटिवली इन्फ्लुएंस द रिसेप्शन। जेम्स गन की विजन अभी तक आई भी नहीं है, बस एक ट्रेलर आया है ब्लू बीटल का, लेकिन ऑलरेडी लोगों ने गालियां देना शुरू किया है या फिर प्रेजिंग मोर देन जैक स्नाइडर शुरू कर दिया है। सो इट रेजेस द क्वेश्चन, was democratization worth it? It also brings to light another very important issue. जिन फैंस को ये सब झंझट में पड़ना ही नहीं है, जिन लोगों को कौन अच्छा है कौन बुरा है कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, बस देखना है एंजॉय करने के लिए मूवीज, जिन लोगों का बचपन का सपना है कि ये जो कॉमिक बुक्स उन्होंने पढ़े बचपन में वो लाइव एक्शन ऑन द बिग स्क्रीन देखने का उन्हें मौका मिले, वो फैंस बिना वजह नेगेटिवली इन्फ्लुएंस हुए जा रहे हैं। बिकॉज whether it is the Zack Snyder vision or the James Gunn vision, either way James Gunn is the future Zack Snyder का हो गया unfortunately. So you can't really say कि one of them is better than the other when neither of them are competing with each other. It's very important to remember that सबका खुद का एक ओपिनियन रहता है and it's okay to agree or disagree with other people. लेकिन blindly agreeing or disagreeing with someone is not the way to go. And just because somebody else's opinion doesn't align with your opinion doesn't give you the right to go ahead and start abusing the other person, does it? It's very important कि हम अच्छे healthy discussions करें, rather discussion का debate बनाना is the biggest problem in all of this. Therefore, what I can see is that the greatest negative impact that democratization of reviews has brought forth is that ये जो सारे uninformed opinions हैं या फिर ये जो सारे negative positive bias वाले opinions हैं, इन सब का unfortunately उस particular movie या TV show पे impact पड़ता है, because people who are not part of this fan base will look at that fan base and will look at the TV show or movie and judge them by the quality of the fan base. One piece. अब बात करते हैं review bombing. Review bombing is a practice where a group of people post negative reviews of a particular TV show या फिर movie in an attempt to damage its reputation. ये बहुत सारे reasons की वजह से होता है. कभी-कभी political bias रहेगा या फिर personal agenda रहेगा या फिर बिना वजह troll करने की तो कमतरता है नहीं. अब problem क्या होता है ना, जब review bombing किया जाता है, जो कोई भी movie या फिर TV show है, उसको जो potential viewership मिल सकती थी वो नहीं मिलेगी because now it's getting negative reviews and people who depend on these reviews and are seeing tremendous number of negative reviews will think कि हाँ भाई ये मूवी अच्छी नहीं रहेगी probably, तो भी मूवी के रेटिंग पे इफेक्ट कैसे होगा? Well, it turns out that IMDb reviews are actually sourced from user ratings, जिसका मतलब है जितने ज्यादा लोग एक समय पे किसी भी मूवी या टीवी शो को रेट करेंगे उसका एग्रीगेट यूज किया जाता है, यानी एवरेज निकाला जाता है. 10 लोगों ने अगर 4-5 ऐसे रिव्यू दिए रहेंगे तो उसका जो एवरेज आएगा that will be the overall rating of that particular show. The problem with this system is that इसके साथ tampering किया जा सकता है using bots, trolls या फिर even misinformed या फिर misguided fanboys. And the same problem exists with My Animalist, where One Piece and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood fans have for some weird reason been review bombing every single show that supposedly overtook them for whatever period of time. The actual reality of this is किसी भी शो या फिर मूवी के लिए अगर 10 का रेटिंग रहेगा, so that doesn't mean that that is its official rating. जितनी ज्यादा देर तक लोग उसे रेट करते रहेंगे और उसके बेसिस पे जब लोग एवरेज निकाल के 10, 9, 8 निकालेंगे, that is the more realistic rating. Because if you look for all of these review bombing incidences, most of the time what happens is एक महीने के लिए चालू रहेगा ये रिव्यू बॉम्बिंग का. कागुया-सामा का 3rd सीजन जब आया था तो कागुया-सामा was up for a month and for some reason Kaguya-sama fans, as much as I hate to admit it, myself being a Kaguya-sama fan, we were part of the team that would positively review Kaguya-sama as well as negatively review FMAB, and the same went the other way. FMAB के जो fans हैं वो Kaguya-sama को negative review करे जा रहे थे और FMAB को positive review करे जा रहे थे. Unfortunate reality is बाद में Kaguya-sama season 3 वापस नीचे गया ही था. It's not like it was gonna be the first anime of all time. It just took time for all of these assholes with their large egos to fight it out with each other. Rotten Tomatoes के केस में तो और भी बुरा है, because Rotten Tomatoes does not have a rating system from 0 to 10 or something. It has a binary system, either fresh or rotten, which is very unfair and misleading to somebody who probably liked that particular movie or will potentially like a particular movie, but because I, for example, have voted down for some movie like Double 2 or say किसी का भाई किसी की जान, that will potentially take away the potential viewer base that किसी का भाई किसी की जान would have gotten. Actually, I have a question. Who is this movie for? To counteract the negative effects of review bombing, it is essential कि जो viewers हैं ना, diverse opinions और thoughtful discussions seek करें. And the reality is that if we foster a more balanced and informed approach to reviewing movies and TV shows by approaching the merits and demerits more objectively without getting too emotionally involved or trying to influence somebody else using your emotional bias, then we would have a much more utopian entertainment viewing audience. But any fans engaging in genuine, thoughtful discussion without gaslighting the other side and constantly considering themselves as some sort of almighty superior complex person is just impossible. अच्छा ठीक है, IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, My Animalist, they're all flawed, right? Then who can we trust? What about the influencers on social media who put out their reviews? They have a lot of followers and a lot of views, so clearly they must know what they're talking about, right? Wrong! Influencers are not immune to reviewers' bias, which is when a reviewer's personal opinions, preferences, or even agendas influence their judgment of a particular movie. On the other hand, some influencers might give a particular movie or TV show a positive review even though they might not really like that particular piece of media because they were paid by the studio to give the review. The fact of the the matter, however, is that sponsored reviews ruin everything. This is a problem that has not only been affecting just the entertainment industry review, but also tech review industry. Alright, fine. If I can't trust social media influencers who review on a daily basis for their bread and butter, then who else can I trust? The general public? Let's see what the general public are saying on social media. Surely people over there will have honest and diverse opinions. Well, a bit too honest and diverse in most cases. Social media platforms are notorious for creating polarized and extreme opinions on movies. People either love or hate a movie. And there's no middle ground. This can create a lot of noise and confusion for potential viewers who just want to know whether or not the public generally likes or dislikes a particular show, or wants to get constructive criticism that they can use to incorporate and influence their viewing of that particular media. Moreover, social media platforms also enable review bombing, where multiple different fandoms group together and decide to bully a particular newcomer or something like that. Now that I mention it, Goku tards and Naruto tards come to mind. If you want to see what an actual toxic anime fan looks like, this is the video for you. So, who do we even trust? How do we decide what to watch? Well, in reality, there is no perfect way to choose a movie or TV show based on just reviews and ratings. Reviews and ratings are subjective and unreliable sources of information that can and are influenced by many factors, including emotional bias, political bias, personal preference, so many different factors that unfortunately are just impossible for some other random third person to even comprehend. So instead of relying on these flawed metrics, it's best to rely on the information given to you by your friends, your family, or maybe reviewers whose tastes are in general more in common with yours. Or simply take a shot in the dark with a show or movie that piques your interest. Don't let the ratings or reviews stop you from going to watch a particular thing that you may or may not like. Remember, the joy of discovering a hidden gem is far more rewarding than following the crowd. Thank you for watching this episode of Katu Satya. If you feel like anything that was said in this video does not match your own opinions or interests, you can go screw yourself. Has led to the spread of uninformed से फैंस बहुत तगड़े से में देखने की जो जिन लोगों की ड्रीम है, जिन लोगों को किसी भी to counteract the negative effects of review bombing.